to Bear Lifestyle, the podcast where we talk about taboo topics to make them normal and acceptable. I'm your host, Simona Spark, and I'm so happy that you are here. We are about to get naked by stripping away insecurities, judgments, and all kinds of limitations to reveal the essence of who we really are, Bear. Bold, authentic, radical, express. Let's go. Welcome to Bear Lifestyle. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Let's celebrate. Celebrating myself, celebrating you, celebrate everyone who listens and watches this podcast. Cheers, cheers. I'm drinking water infused with vitamin C. That's where I'm at in my life. After, losing some sleep and having some late nights to the holidays. Welcome. I'm so excited that we are here. We start a new year. And look, I know how this goes. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your intentions? We're not going to do any of that. What we are going to do, I want to share with you how I step into this year, and I want to invite you on this journey to, take it and find your version of that if this resonates with you. So, of course, I prepare for this year, like for the past month or so. Keep thinking of where am I going? What do I want in my life? What do I want to change, shift, redirect, adjust, and such? And I land on the year of yes. And then I remember years ago, I read the book of Shonda's Rhimes. If you haven't, that's a book that I fully recommend. And as I'm asking you, it's what I do for myself. I just really contemplate on what that might look like for me, how that might feel like for me, what a year of yes means to me. And so, I journal a little and I think a lot and I feel my feelings. And of course, I have goals and dreams and I want things, who doesn't? I want the house and the home and the lover and the car and the money and the shoes and the whatever. I want them all, right? But really asking why do I want them? Because whatever thing we want it because of the feeling that thing creates when we have it, right? And look, I don't want to get into manifestations and the process of manifesting and how that works. That's something that you probably already know, or you could go and search on your own. What I want to drag your attention to and just really feel into for a minute, what is that one thing that you want? And really tap into a radical honesty, why do you want it? Why do you want it? Because I don't know about you, but for me and many people that I know, we want things, variety of reasons, but I think we could split them in two big groups. One is how that make us feel, of course. And second is what status that creates for us. And so how we are to be perceived by others, and when we are perceived and appreciated and accepted by others because of the things that we have, how that make us feel. So it's coming down to one thing: how does that make us feel when we have it? So I want to share with you one thing that I was playing it for years now. This idea, this dream of having $1 million, right? Billions of people talk about that. They might have it on their wish, on their vision board, and their journals, right? I had it too, and it's still there, okay? But looking back, how that relationship between me and this dream had evolved over time was very fascinating. And the dream didn't change. The $1 million value didn't change. What changed was how I evolved and how my mindset changed, my beliefs changed, and the meaning of that relationship changed. So basically, it went from I'm going to make $1 million, from the why underneath the why being just to prove that I can and I'm capable. Then it went to that will let people know that I'm running a successful business. Then went through, I don't care what people think, I just want to have that money and don't worry about bills and stuff. And then evolve into, I don't even know how $1 million feels like. So it's hard for me to desire it, to vision it, to feel into, because I never had that amount of money. So I'm kind of up to an impossible task here. So then I tap into, like last year, especially by the end of the year, because I have so many challenges, like financial challenges, personal challenges in business, with my health, like all over the place. If you have been following me, you might know some of those events. So I got into what's the why underneath of why of the goddamn $1 million. If that's still there, that is still my dream and my desire. It's like, how does that make me feel? I don't know how that might make me feel because I never had that amount of money at once together. So then I get to imagine, which is fine. It could work. I don't know. I'm not the expert on the matter. But really going underneath of that and see is just, what are the feelings that I'm reaching for? What are the real feelings that I'm reaching for? I'm reaching for feeling safe, secure, at peace, at ease, complete, loved, appreciated, seen, heard, understood. What that has to do with $1 million, everything. Because if the belief is, if I have a lot of money, I could have anything that I want, and I believe that's true, it is for me, then all the things that I want them for those feelings. So I get to step back from the number and connect with my dream at the level of the feelings that I'm reaching for. And so how long do I need to wait for that? I had moments for the past couple months when I was like, God, seriously, what else do you want? I have that conversation, like, can we be done with this already, right? Like, I'm ready for this thing, open the door for me. All those conversations. And I'm tired of waiting, and I don't want to wait. And it's like, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for feeling good. But feeling good, it's available right here, right now. The problem with not allowing ourselves to feel good is because we learn that we need to do this, and that, and achieve this, and that in order to deserve to feel good. And that's bullshit. It really is. I get to make a bad business decision and feel good about myself. I get to go on a bad date, if you wish, and still feel gorgeous and worthy. Like, all of that is available, and we get to walk with all of them at once. We need to learn. I know I did, and I just want to invite you. Maybe you're already there, or maybe you're still on a journey to find those moments. We need to learn, and we get to learn, and we are able to learn to differentiate the objects, the goals, the things from the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions. We put too much emotion attached to the things. I know I did most of my life. So through the tumults of some serious challenges that I've been going through lately, this was a massive lesson that really came through. Not that I didn't know it before, but I hope, help me God, I finally completely understood it and integrated, like it's embodied. I get to feel good right now. regardless of what's happening in my business, in my relationships, in my bank account, regardless of all of that, I get to feel good. It is my choice. Feeling good, feeling loved, feeling joyful, peaceful, worthy. All of this are inside of me, has nothing to do with what's happening there. As long I don't make connection. I should feel like this because of that and feel like this because of that. So that is my year of yes. Saying yes to good feelings and staying in a state of genuine curiosity and continuous wonder what else is possible here, regardless what's happening in everyday life. My job, my only job is to feel good and enjoy life and be present in every moment so I won't miss it. Because as far as I know, I only have one life. I mean, that's a separate conversation we're not going to have here, but this is it. This is it. It's the present moment. I have it now. And even when things are going bad and wrong and we are, facing with all negative emotions or not so pleasant emotions, I still have the options to reach in for better feeling emotions. That is my job. So how do I set up my new year's, like just for the past few weeks? And it is my intention today to continue like that for the year. I set it up to just getting very clear on what is it that I want. I know you heard that millions of times. What do you want? But no, really, truly, what do you want? And put that answer on the paper and look at it and ask yourself, do I want this? What do I want with this? And look at it, at that answer. Take that answer on a clean page and ask yourself, what do I want this? What's underneath of this? Do I really want it? Or do I want something else even deeper? And go until you can no longer go. And you know how you know you got there? You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. It's going to feel exciting and terrifying and crazy and wild. And how can I think of this? And where this is coming from? It's coming from deep, deep, deep desires that chances are that up until that point, you did not allow yourself to go there. So now you have it. And your life might look completely different than this new desire you might imagine might require. But guess what? You get to be curious and say, what's available here right now in this moment that will get me feel this way? So that's when you start to get clear on your boundaries. Like really finding the people, communicating clear with the people. What is it that you want? Because it is your job to express what is it that you want. And let's just drop the concern of how people might judge us. It doesn't matter. The dating space is a good example for this. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm straightforward and I tell my dates what is it that I want or how I want it. So it's a really good space to practice, but you could practice with your friends, with your family. It doesn't matter. I'm giving this example because I think it's easier. And this is why it's easier, because you are meeting with strangers. Especially when you have clarity on your boundaries and you want to test those boundaries and you want to test how to express what is it that you desire and how to ask for what you want. If you go to somebody that you really care for and you have a decades relationship with, and here you are saying something completely new that this person is not used to hear from you before, they're going to panic. They're going to have a reaction. They're going to have judgment. They're going to ask you, where this is coming from? Why do you want this? Are you sure? This is crazy. Da, 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 da. And that's not what you want. That's why it's easier in the dating space, because chances are you're going to see this person for the first time, or you're going to talk with them on the phone or FaceTime, whatever your process might be. And when you tell them what is it that you want, you actually don't have feelings attached to it. All you have is power. I'm here in a space to say out loud, what is it that I want? And here's a person that is receiving that. And it doesn't matter how this person is receiving it. If it's good, we're going to keep on going a conversation. If it's not, I get to hang up and move on. But I won't be concerned like, oh my God, what is he, she, they is thinking about what I desire. As you might be concerned if you have that conversation with your mother or your best friend or with your partner, right? So I hope this makes sense to you, and I really wish that it's helpful. And like always, just pick up the pieces that resonates with you, take it in, adjust it to your own lifestyle, to your own personality, to your own desires, and make it your own. But the invitation is, find your version of saying yes to life, saying yes to feeling good, saying yes to living life. And we get to do that when and if and only we are committed to be honest with ourselves first, and then to express it to others as well. It is a bare conversation. Those deeper desires and hidden dreams, they're usually bold, right? Let's go through the bare abbreviation. It is bold, and the moves that we are making are bold, you know. It requires authenticity. You have to say it as you envision it. Let go of what you learn. Let go of, I have to do this in order to get there, and then I get to desire that. Like, no, if you desire it now, you desire it now. Just say it how you feel it, how you envision it, how it's talking with you. Be authentic. Authenticity, the A. Let's go to the R. The R, it's being realistic and keeping it real, but deeper than that, just be radical. Radical honest with yourself first, and then with others, right? Willing and committed to take radical actions. I'm not saying risky actions, but radical in a sense of, I never done this before. I'm willing to go all in. I'm saying it, I desire it, I go for it, I created it, I'm following through. And then the E, of course, we let it ever evolve, but it's all about the fully express what you think and feel. Fully expression. That is the bare lifestyle. Be bold, be authentic, be radical, be fully expressed. You only have one life, as far as we know. But if you believe that you have multiple, let's talk about this one. In this one, you get to decide, how do you want to live? How do you want to feel? And I know we want the house and the lover and the car and the money and the vacation and the trips and all the things. Yes, we do. And we're supposed to have it. And if we want it, we're going to have it. But we don't need to wait for all of that to happen in order for us to allow ourselves to feel good. We get to feel good right now. So let's just say yes to life. That's where I'm at. To let the 2024, as far as I know it today, to be the year of yes, where I'm saying yes to myself, choosing myself in every situation, in every circumstance, saying yes to my desires, saying yes to whatever inspire ideas I have. And by yes, I mean to just do everything that I can to create the landing circumstance for that desire to manifest. A year of saying yes to life, to living, to love, to friendship, to connection, to satisfaction, to pleasure, to feeling good, to being happy, to be at peace, to be proud, to feel worthy, to feel gorgeous, to take care of myself, to self-love, to self-care. All the good things, while embracing life and allow life to happen, and be grateful for not such pleasant emotions that might come through, just for the gift of creating this contrast between what is it to feel good and what is it to not feel good. it's a reality check, if you wish. Like, how would you know you feel extraordinary if you never feel bad? How would you know you're so happy if you've never been sad? So you know how that goes. So in closing, I want to cheer again for a year of yes, a year of saying yes to self and saying yes to life. So please make sure you open the show notes and find the links to different spaces that you are invited to. Check them out if you need any support. I will always have a few spaces in my calendar for a one-on-one consultation. The dungeons are open and are hot. It's still a really, really fun space, men and women, to explore what's available for you inside of your body and how to create more pleasure and excitement. And then other than that, I just want to invite you to follow me on Instagram. It has been my playground for the past year or so, and that's where you get everyday updates on what's up. All right, this is where we close today. Have a wonderful day, a fantastic week, and go ahead and have a bear experience. Cheers. And this is where we landed. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed the show, make sure you leave me a review to let me know. For more bear experiences, please go to simonaspark.com/bear and follow us on Instagram at simonasparkworld. I can't wait to have you back. Until then, be bear, bold, authentic, radical, expressed. See you next time.